Hi everybody, Tristan here. I wanted to make a video about the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. First thing I usually do is I begin the scripting process first if I have some familiarity. With Street Fighter, I did have some familiarity, so let me go ahead and pull up the script for that. So here's the script for the Street Fighter video. I try to use the same methods that I do working at WMKY. I have everything in Arial Black at 12-point font. So as you can see, I try to keep everything as uniform as possible. Keep with the script and everything. Try not to go off of it too much, but occasionally I may have to do that if something doesn't seem natural or whatever. So yeah, this is the entire script to the video. It's like 4 pages long. As you could tell, the video that I made was about 8 minutes and 36 seconds, somewhere around there. The script to me does not feel like an 8-minute video. If you add all the bells and whistles in editing, yeah, it could take a little longer, but, you know, this being a 4-page script altogether, it just does not feel like an 8-minute video to me. So yeah, next I do want to go into editing, because that's usually, well, not editing, but we'll get into the editor here real quick. So with my editor of choice, I use Vegas Movie Studio 13 Platinum. This is a really old editor. It's just about 10 years old. I got this off of Steam for just under 50 bucks. They had it on sale, and it's not being sold anymore on Steam, unfortunately, but this editor has been an absolute lifesaver for me. So yeah, I got the Street Fighter. This is the timeline for the Street Fighter video. This is everything that's been compiled together. I will go ahead and add in the unedited footage. So right in here, this big old chunk right here is the unedited footage. Yeah, next step is usually recording. So yeah, this is what I recorded right here, and yeah. So pretty straightforward. Nothing's done yet. From recording, I usually do voice recording, and with voice recording, I usually do everything in OBS. All these black screens right here, those are all voice recordings. So yeah, here's first part, second part, and third part. Yeah, so there's like 3 different parts to this recording that I've done by page, I believe. So yeah, I usually do a few takes with each line, or maybe a paragraph or 2, but yeah, this is everything. These are all voice lines. So I cut these up into what I feel is the best take. And, like, I'll go ahead and say, you know, well, let's see. Pull that display. There are a couple of bonus stages in the game, and they're pretty straightforward. One being a board-breaking game where guys are holding wood boards and you have to break them. The other reminds me of Mortal Kombat's Test Your Might, where you have to break these cement tiles or cinder blocks, but here you have to hit the heavy punch at just the right time. The meter on the left determines the power, I think? You have to hit the heavy punch here, Any other punch button will cause Ryu or Ken to fail miserably and get booed mercilessly. The boos from the crowd do sound pretty funny, at least. So yeah, that's, I think that made it to the final video. Let me find a line that's not been included in the video. With exception of one fighter I'll talk about in a second, nobody in the... Yeah, see, I kinda get tongue-tied sometimes, so, it happens. You just gotta really have, you gotta persevere. Let's go ahead and erase all of this. Just concentrate on each aspect of the video. I was going for a sort of like me hacking into MSU-TV kind of deal. Please stand by for segment, because that's what they are. They are segments. In case anybody... yeah, this is a screenshot right here that I apparently wrote. I remember recording this some time ago, but me writing this for the website, yeah, I wrote it. What the text says right here, it says, "I have no selfies online, LOL." Yeah, I have no selfies online. I do not like taking selfies. So yeah, we got a guy on the radio right here. He's probably staying up till about 5 o'clock in the morning with this morning coffee. He's tired. He's miserable. And yeah, this is what an actual old school radio station, as you can see with the turntables right here. It looks like an old 50s or 60s radio station. This one right here, I wanted to do a parody of Kuma's Raging Demon super move from Street Fighter. Next scene right here is from the Street Fighter 2 cartoon. Yeah, here's where I kind of go into the animations and everything. I did think the glitch where the guys are floating in the air when they're defeated, it's pretty funny. I liked that. That was a really good shot, I think. The cat right here, that's a green screen. Yeah, I just find these random green screens online and I download them off YouTube. So yeah, if you search in like cat, green screen, and then yeah, you can find all kinds of green screen videos online. So the way I incorporate the green screen into these videos is I use chroma keyer. Like if I take out, you know, the chroma key, yeah, this is what it looks like. So yeah, we're gonna undo that. So yeah. But I try to take out the green screen, like I hit on color, that's what the color of the screen is. I take this little eyedropper tool and put it on the green screen, the green part of the screen, and click. Just the thresholds, and if you want the mask on or off the mask, just, yeah, that's what it does. It just shows like the silhouette of the object that you are portraying. And yeah, that's really it with chroma keyer. I also want to mention that I added a random WoW jack to this. This is just a PNG image. PNG images, they're pretty simple to incorporate because there's no background or anything like that. There's no white screen behind them or anything like that. So it's pretty self-explanatory. With wording, I go over to media generators, legacy, default text. We'll go into this one right here. Click down here. And yeah, this is where it's kind of like a word processor. Um, I have all kinds of fonts that I've downloaded over the years, like Bleach. Let's try using another font. Let's try Bleach. Yeah, that's like the same font that they use from the show, I believe. Cube. Oh god, this one. This one's pretty intricate. I'm not gonna lie. Doraemon, pretty soft, rounded edges on this one. Nothing too too intricate. Oh, help me, I like this one. It's kind of like somebody drawing into like a wood carving. I'd describe it, I guess. The Looney Tunes Tilt BT is kind of like it's pretty self-explanatory. Metal Gear. Oh, that's the first Metal Gear game. This is the second Metal Gear game. So yeah, those are the fonts for that. I've downloaded those. Downloaded Military Poster. This is queer font right here, I believe. So, I think those are all stars. It's all stars. Reward Personal Use is kind of old western-y kind of font. So yeah, you get the picture. But I think the font that I used for most of the video is Helvetica New Medium Extended. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm not going to save any of this, so yeah. This image right here with Sagat with the red eye, I use a program, a Photoshop program called GIMP. It's a free downloadable Photoshop software. It's kind of got a steep learning curve to it, but once you get used to everything, it's really simple to get into. So, not too bad. The big rigs. Yeah, the big rigs off-the-road truck racing game, like considered one of the worst games ever made. Your winner. Street Fighter, the movie, the game. Everybody hates this game for some reason. I never did. I remember playing the arcade at my local movie theater at the time, and I thought it was really good. I mean, this is probably me at around 10 years old at least, so I had no concept of what a good game or a bad game was then. This is a clip of the movie Kickboxer. Believe it was made back in 1984 by Canon Films, this same studio that made Bloodsport. It's also starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Bloodsport's a great movie. Kickboxer's a great movie. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I liked Street Fighter, the movie from 1994. But I'll be honest, Raul Julia kind of stole the show with that one. Too bad he died before the movie was released, so we'll never get to see what his reaction to it was. God, I miss Raul Julia. He was a really good actor.
Game over!
Intruder destroyed.
So yeah, I added a television effect to some of these scenes. As you can see, I'll go ahead and click. It's that's hit film drop shadow. That's the text. I'm an idiot. So yeah, here's the television simulator. As you can see, I have the just default TV look to it. I wanted to simulate an arcade cabinet, but if you're like pirating this back in like the mid-90s, then yeah, this would probably suffice. But yeah, there's another one called Bad Sync, which yeah, makes it look like your television's going out of sync. So yeah, here's special thanks. Matthew Kistenmacher is the guy that's over all of the television studio and everything currently. So yeah, if you watch MSU-TV, you might recognize his name. Tim Creekmore was the guy before Kistenmacher. He's now retired. But I took classes under him for several years, I believe. I wanted to add his name in because he kind of helped me put my life on track, sort of aiming me towards the direction of television and radio and everything. He helped me actually get my job with WMKY. So yeah, thanks, Mr. Creekmore. I really do appreciate that if you are watching this. So yeah, I hope I made you proud. And yeah, this was made for Morehead State University Public Television. So, is there anything else here? Pit Fighter for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, that was a trash fire. Remember renting this as a kid and feeling like, my God, these people have scammed me, because there's nothing to this game. There's no options to really adjust the difficulty. The sprite work was really bad, and there was just one music tune in the entire game. From what I hear, the Sega Genesis version was a lot better, but if you're one to play Pit Fighter, I would definitely go for the arcade version. Its music is more varied, just an all-round better game. You know, they kind of had limitations back then with console ports. They weren't as content-rich or as feature-rich as their arcade counterparts, but the SNES port I would stay away from at all costs. I almost ended up putting Rise of the Robots in there, but at least with Rise of the Robots, the graphics weren't too bad, even if it was a steaming pile. So, all in all, yeah. Ugh. So yeah, I tried to line up all of my clips about what I was talking about, while also giving people an idea what the game is going to be like. For example, I had Ryu kind of lose on purpose, because I knew from the beginning that you're supposed to press the Fierce Punch, but I wanted to give people an idea what happens if you fail these bonus stages. But honestly, the boos were pretty funny. They're just like, boo, boo, boo. Yeah, so, yeah, I really don't think much of the soundtrack and the sound design of this game. So yeah, characters like Retsu here, Geki, Lee, never really returned. There's been a few characters. Birdie, I believe, returned in Street Fighter Alpha. Let me get to his stage. Yeah, right there. Yeah, what they did with Birdie in Street Fighter Alpha, they changed him into a black guy, this big hulking brute. But I love the reason that Capcom gave for the reason that Birdie is white in this game. Apparently he was sick, so yeah, that's the reason. I don't know why I love that explanation, but I just do. Eagles made an appearance, most notably in Capcom vs. SNK 2. Add-on's been in the Street Fighter Alpha trilogy. Gen's been in the Street Fighter Alpha trilogy. Sagat's been a mainstay since the original Street Fighter. The only game that he's never appeared in was Street Fighter 3. Yeah, I pretty much stand by what I said about Sagat in the video. He's just a monster in this game. He is like, he will kick your butt in just a few seconds if he wants to. And just the CPU in this game, when in the Sagats, with Sagat in the picture, is just, like, I want to say SNK Boss Syndrome was invented in this game. I wanted to say that, but you know, SNK weren't making fighting games yet. They wouldn't until Fatal Fury in 1991, and Geese Howard was the poster boy for that. But I really do think Sagat should be the poster boy, because he was hard. Yeah, it feels like an accomplishment if you beat Sagat. If only they had done endings for the game instead of just this wall of text over a portrait of Ryu or Ken or whoever, you know? I mean, it's just not great whatsoever. Things would definitely improve with Street Fighter 2. This footage I did with Street Fighter 2 for the credits. The original version of Street Fighter 2 is available on the 30th Anniversary Collection and the Capcom Arcade Stadium Collection, the first iteration of it. The only thing that I would have done different is if you watch the show back, you'll notice that these two boxes right here, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary and the second Stadium Collection, both of them just cut out. But in the video that I uploaded to my channel, I made these two boxes fade out. So I'm just a small nitpick, whatever, but all in all, I'm happy with how things turned out. You know, I've never done a video game review in video form before this. This class has kind of kickstarted that avenue for me. And that's really about it. I want to thank you for watching the video. I want to thank everybody that's participated in the show, both in front and off camera, everybody in the control room. Everybody's done a really good job with it. Yeah, it's been a pleasure working with all of you so far. So with that, I think I will take my leave. The next review is going to be in 3 parts if the student directors will allow that. If not, I will upload all 3 parts on, all together on my channel. And I may do a video similar to this. Try to keep things around the 3-minute mark because, I made a video well over 3 minutes for the first review. But fortunately, one of the producers came up with the idea to split the video in 2. But all in all, I guess I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Later.